New episode. New episode, friends.
New episode.
We got a new episode.
Brand new episode.
Brand new episode.
New car smell episode.
New. And this is the newest thing that we could do right now.
Newborn baby episode.
This is like, I'm straight off the table. New body.
New body.
Yes,
right.
it's a
You
new
didn't
body
sleep
smell.
with me. You slept with the
Old body. This is the new body.
New body.
New body mess.
Okay. Now, I did mention the pit the last time we were on this
You
podcast.
did? Yeah.
But the other day I saw an episode of a lady giving birth, and they showed the lady giving birth.
It's a good show.
I said, oh.
It was crazy.
But after you give birth, then you got to give birth to the placenta?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many things they don't tell us about giving birth. It's
They ain't gotta
propaganda
tell
to
us,
get
though.
us to give birth. And I'm so afraid.
There's a girl with a list on TikTok. A list of all the things that go wrong when you give birth.
You know, all that stuff that people like, that list, I don't need none of that list. I've seen the people with the kids. I've held a baby. That's enough for me to be like, y'all got it. I'm good. I'm good off of it.
Holding a new baby feels terrifying.
Yeah, they're fragile.
They're tiny. The head is like, you don't, ooh, wee.
And I'm clumsy. All I do is drop stuff.
Do you
All
not
I do
feel
is
like
trip.
your instincts to not harm a child kick in though when you're holding one?
Yeah, but then I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
I can't. Like when I used to see pictures of Beyonce in a sky-high stiletto boot carrying Blue Ivy in the snow, it was like, girl, this...
But you got Julius right there. You know?
Right,
She
but
tripped.
But Julius is there to protect Beyonce.
No, he's protecting Blue Ivy too, girl. Stop
I mean,
it.
now, sure, but like, I'm holding a baby. First of all, if I gave birth to a baby, I'm in a crock. I'm in a platform Ugg at most. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need flat shoes.
Let me
But
tell
you
you,
see Rihanna. She walking in heels pregnant.
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna wear those heels because somebody else gonna have that baby. I'm not holding that baby.
But I'm telling y'all,
not holding
there's
the baby.
photos of them holding their kids with the stilettos
No.
on black ice.
Listen, friend, I hear that for her. It might be AI. There's no way. I'm not wearing 6-inch heels and then holding a brand new baby and then walking on regular
Oh, yeah.
concrete.
I mean, as a regular person, I'm not jinxing all that.
Yeah.
But they're not regular people. So, you know, they're living different lives than we are.
You said, oh, you basic bitches. Y'all talking about what y'all can't do?
And I'm in that category.
Okay, I just wanna make
I
sure.
cannot afford.
Hey, guys.
I can't afford a baby.
Let me just see. You know what?
I'm trying not to be homeless.
Let me
Let's
bring
ask
you
the
in.
people, how much money you think you need to have a baby?
$1 million.
Minimum.
More
I
than
think,
that.
yeah.
Minimum.
More.
I gotta have $1 million in my account before
Liquid.
the doctor says push.
Yeah.
If I don't have $1 million, I'm not pushing. The baby's staying in there.
No.
Let it cook.
Well, Marie, the way you need that, not everybody needs that. They make it do. They make it do what it do. They doing less than $30K a year and they making it happen.
Oh no!
and
I can't survive myself on $30K a year because I'm expensive.
listen, for our 30K and under listeners, I'm here for you. I love you down. Hit me up if you need something. I got you. I got you for the month of Black History Month if you're black. But
If you're black.
after February, you know the last day. I don't need to tell you how many days.
We don't
in
need
February.
any Rachel Dolezals.
Just know after that,
This
after
picture,
February, I can't.
Here's Rihanna at nighttime in a dark sunglass in a long skirt holding the baby. I would have to take the glasses off and the shoes.
Okay, you're going to
and
need
I
to
gotta
send...
hold the skirt up.
You're going to need to send the pic so we can put it in the video.
Yeah.
Girl. All right, Sydney. Yeah, go ahead and bring her in.
She's a
Let's
professional.
talk.
You guys hear from the shadows of mess and Las Culturistas and probably Stradio Lab. I mean, you are the producer of all producers at Big Money Players. We're coming into our non-white producer. Give it up for Becca Ramos. She's here.
Thank you. Yes, I'm not white. And you know, this is one of many messes I have because obviously you told me my mess wasn't good enough. I came back to the drawing board with more mess, but I'm not white. And this is actually something historically I've dealt with, which is very frustrating, as I would consider myself Afro-Latina. And when
You would consider
That's what
yourself,
the-
but
that's what the
what
heritage
are
is.
you though?
I am.
Why you say I would consider myself, though?
Because people think I'm white. By
because
voice.
your name is Becca.
But
if
I
your
mean,
name
it's
was something
Rebecca.
else,
so
Rebecca.
So
Yeah.
It's
So we gotta
awful.
change it to
You gotta,
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah, if we're like Rebecca Alexandria Ramos,
Yes.
Rosario, like
Ramos.
it's
Any relation to Anthony Ramos?
You know what? It's funny that you say that because technically no, but I am meeting with his brother later today.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
his brother single?
That's a great question. I can ask.
Hey,
Really?
just
That's
let's
the
see. I don't even know what the brother look like, sis.
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
see.
that's true. I don't
just-
either.
yeah.
So,
I've never been with a little Latin man. Maybe this is the year that we beady bum bum.
No, I think growing up in Texas, I was considered whitewashed growing up. People would say that to me, which is like fucked up.
Messed
And
up.
then on top of that, I feel like because I don't have like a thick accent of any kind, really. Like I don't have a Southern accent, but I also don't have like a heavy Puerto Rican accent or like I don't know. But
You have
people-
business. You have a business
I guess I have
voice.
a business voice.
You have a voice that if I call, we getting business done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people take that as white, which is like fucked up because like what? Black and brown women can't do business?
Woo!
So
So how you feel now calling Becca white?
Take it back.
and I
Everybody say sorry to Becca.
Thank you. I guess I say I consider myself Afro-Latina because I don't consider myself white passing, which is why I get
Nah,
frustrated
you
with
too
the white.
tan for that.
Yeah,
Your hair
you're
too
very
curly for
very
that.
tan.
So
And
it's
I've seen
like-
you wear braids, so you definitely know.
Plus, the way
Yeah.
that you wear your nails is not giving.
It's not
No.
giving white.
The nails are, and you always come with the flyest nails.
Thank
Those
you.
are dope.
Thank you. I just got them done last
love-
week.
Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? Send me that because I might want to do that.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit your
For-
girl
yeah.
up because I
Yeah.
think I'm ready to
She'll
finally
do
get
press-ons
something.
for you too.
I know
so,
that's what I
yeah.
want. I want the press-ons because
Yeah.
I'm
You know
not
what?
sitting in the salon for 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, she does.
That's mess.
It is mess. But I love you, Corella Claus. No, she is a long time. I mean, this was not a long time, but I have been in her chair for like 4.5 hours for certain sets.
For what?
Not
Was
this
she
set.
giving you new fingers?
Not
What,
this
what,
set.
Like, what? 4 hours?
Okay, I-
4.5 hours?
Yeah. But it was a crazy set. It was like a lot of 3D, a lot of like, it was my birthday set last year. So it was like, I had the hand painted chair from the Bad Bunny album.
Girl,
You know,
send
she
us
did like a
the
coquille.
photo.
Send that.
Yeah.
We need to see that.
dump.
Yeah.
We need to see why you were in that chair for 4 hours.
Yes.
Sydney's right. I should have brand new fingers.
Yeah, I know.
How much did that set cost?
This one
No,
was...
no, no.
No,
The
you know
4.5.
what?
Oh,
you know what we
that one
talking
was $250.
Oh,
That's not that bad.
That's
for
not bad.
That length of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the quality of work. I mean, like the nails stay. They're good quality. Like I always
What's
feel
her
like
name?
Corella Claus on Instagram.
Corella Claus. You might have to give us like a little discount.
Yeah.
Now we doing a little promo.
I be putting Corella on.
we doing a pro
I be
bono
giving
promo.
Corella Claus many referrals.
Oh, yeah, no,
So,
absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so maybe it's $250 for use, but I'm gonna go over there for my birthday and she be like,
Yeah,
$400.
I don't think that's.
Right.
She's
Yeah.
for the girls.
Okay.
She's for the girls.
Okay.
And she's in
But them
Williamsburg.
bills
I
is for her, and
Eh,
so she's
right,
like, I'm gonna need y'all to pay.
And to be fair, she's doing laborious work.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's not like she's doing simple nails for 4.5 hours. You know, like this set was like an hour and a half
Yeah.
from like installation.
I'm
like
not
this isn't
ready.
a film.
I'm not
you
ready
know?
to go back to sitting in this.
I know.
But I miss the way that my nails look. Like I was looking at pictures of myself from, last year and previous years. We were scrolling back to 2016 or whatever. But like
2016
just
challenge.
looking at the nails that I had last year and looking at now, I'm like, ugh.
But they're growing. They're getting healthy.
Yeah.
Please. I'd rather than be unhealthy and look hot. Because what is this? What are those?
I was off of my nails because I had to cancel my appointment to go to Puerto Rico at the beginning of the month, and I was like
Rich.
nubbing it out, and I was not rich for work. I was nubbing it out, and I was like, my nails were ripping to the point that I put on press-ons because I was like, I can't be on camera with my nails looking this busted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Drag
It
me,
was-
Becca.
No, my nails.
No.
Okay, no.
You think you know your producer and
No.
then she do something like that.
My nails were ripping. Your nails are healthy. Mine
No,
were
my
not
nails,
healthy.
My nails were ripping as well.
But they look better now.
Yeah, they look
much
good.
better, yeah.
Mine were like it was
Why
bad.
is everything that like looks good bad for us?
I know.
What's that about?
Well,
And we can
nothing's
say
good
that
for
about
us right
people.
now.
They look good, but they're bad for us.
We can say that.
we can say that for
But
sure.
I think that there are people who can probably say that about us.
I don't know. So who would say such a thing, bitch? Speak for yourself.
Okay, well then I'll take that. Looks good, but bad for us.
No,
bad for you, baby.
Okay, so
Should we talk about our mess?
Yeah, you don't know your mess yet, and my mess is, I tried to plan a little thing for my birthday. I tried to do that. My mess is I don't want to do any of that. That's not my thing, and I do
believe that's very air sign of you.
But she's not. She's a water sign.
No, Aquariuses are air signs.
Aqua is in the word. I always feel like she's a fish.
No, Aquariuses are air signs. You both are air signs, which is why you guys are both such artists. I feel like all the best artists are air signs.
What else is an air sign?
Megan Thee Stallion's an air sign.
Yeah, but what is she?
She
what
is
signs
an Aquarius,
are air signs?
I think.
Yeah, her birthday's I think after mine.
Yeah. You're a Libra.
Son, sis.
A Libra is an air sign, an Aquarius is an air sign, and what's the third?
Air signs. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it don't matter what sign I am. You know what? What I'm not is a planner. It's not for me. I shout out to everybody who's the type A mofo who's like, okay, we're gonna get this done at that time, and then I'm gonna call the people up, and we got the papers, and like they love that. They live for that. That ain't me. If I see more than 2 things to do, I'm going back to bed, babe. You have run me down, run me ragged. So now it's like, I had a conversation with, Marie, Amina, friend Larry, and they're like, hey, everybody has had their share of having to plan their birthday. You got to get in the mix. You got to get in the mix. It's just, you can't run off. It's not fair. People have the right to celebrate you on your birthday. Why are you running away? Why? I was like, because my birthday should be about me. And I should just be with me or whoever else want to be with me, and then that's it.
Because you went to Brazil last year, right?
Yeah, whoever wants to be with you, but you have to invite the people that you want to be with on your birthday. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck having a birthday where people who feel like, listen, you're super close. And you're going to run the risk of now you spending your birthday with somebody that you don't actually want to be with. So at least get the list together.
I'll put the list together, and I've also learned my mess is that I know too many people. I know too many different people. I want to invite everybody, but then I start looking at how much everything costs, and I said, wow, yeah, baby. If somebody says, hey, I didn't get invited, I can't afford you.
What
I can't afford
sponsors like
you.
Marie did?
Hey, she knew well enough time to be like, I'm gonna do all this.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't plan my birthday party.
Yeah.
Somebody else, other people planned it for me.
Yeah. So
because I also hate planning birthday parties.
Yeah. So that wasn't happening for me. But looking at the prices, I said, I really just want to pay for 3 people. That's the 3 people, 5 people, 6 people max.
3, 4, 5.
But now we're at 20-ish. And I was like, I don't drink. And I'm on Heart 75. So I don't really eat either.
Yeah.
But there will be a cake, there's drinks and all. Like, it'll be nice. But I'm like, I can't believe people be spending wedding, like, money on these people. Like, fuck these people. Fuck y'all. Don't. I'm getting eloped. I'm letting everybody know I'm getting eloped. There'll be no
I don't
wedding.
think it's getting eloped. It's just eloping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's getting eloped.
I'm eloped.
She's
I'm eloped.
I will elope.
I'm elote. I'm getting eloted. That's what I am.
Yeah.
I'm getting eloted. Maybe there'll be like something afterwards, but I'm going down to the courthouse.
Go into the chapel and we're gonna get married.
Yeah, that's it. And so, obviously my ride or dies, they'll be there, but everybody else, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah.
My sister said you invited her to your birthday.
I did.
So you just added everybody now.
No, that's not true. I just thought
But that's your people.
Yeah.
Right, but it's not my birthday.
Yeah,
it's
but
Sydnee's
y'all
birthday.
are like family, no? No.
That's amore. You're saying that the list is getting long. Like, you don't have to invite my family to your thing.
I would pay for your sister.
And this is why we are where we are. Like, you can't be like,
but also, I know your sister. She might be like, I'm not coming.
She might, but also she knows you and she knows I'll be there.
Yeah.
She's gonna come. and you're doing it in the city, girl, she gonna be there.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, should I invite your brother? But I don't want
You
no
see?
dancing. I don't want no
see?
dancing like that.
He's
My
going.
brother's in
But your
He's gonna
your
come
brother's so
crazy.
fun. No, I love your brother. I
He's
love him
gonna
so
come
much.
dance.
I love him so much, but I know he lives in Long Island, so I was like,
Oh, there's
I
a
don't want
journey
to-
for
yeah, it's a
him.
journey,
Girl,
but
he's gonna be the MC for the thing.
No, there'll be no mic. None of that is happening.
There's no mic.
He's gonna find a table.
I messaged people. I said it's not gonna be like Marie's. It's not gonna be lit. This is a hangout. It's not a party.
It's a cute little
Just come
gathering.
by, say
It's a grown and
hi,
sexy.
get some cake.
Grown and sexy. You gotta look grown and sexy.
That's it.
Yeah, Carolina texted me yesterday. What are you wearing to Sydnee's birthday? I said, babe, I don't even know what I'm wearing to my show on Saturday. We gonna let me take it one step at a time.
But the brief is be hot.
I said dress nice.
Yeah.
And
She didn't
people
even say be hot. Dress nice.
That's true.
dress nice, and people were like, "What is this? The fuck does that mean?" I only put
Dress
that there.
better than you usually
That,
dress.
the
Yeah.
only reason why I'm there is because I'm spending money.
Yeah.
That's why. And I'm gonna have my digital camera out, and I don't want you to be in no fucking sweats.
Yeah.
like I am right now.
But that's different. And also, in theory, those are not on there.
I don't want to see no Doc Martens on my birthday.
Oh, but your birthday is gonna be during a snowstorm.
I don't want to see no.
That's crazy.
If Doc Martin was sponsoring the pod, maybe.
Okay, yours are knee high. That's why I gotta get.
yeah.
Instead, I got
Oh, I didn't realize they were knee high.
my Smurf shoe.
Girl, what these little cubby cuddlers you got on? Oh, those are Uggs.
These are my Smurf shoes, and I don't have. I think as someone from the South, I have kind of refused to buy a winter boot. I've been.
But you've been here how many years?
6 years, and
Babe.
I lived in Portland for 3 years before, so it's my
Girl, you
fault
playing.
So
at this
cold
point.
weather cities for 9 years.
Yeah.
And you still...
I mean, I have a Doc Marten, but mine are not. They're old enough, and they still get icy. So I'm like, okay, these aren't
What do you
working.
mean they get icy?
Like, I wore them in the snowstorm over the weekend, and my whole foot was wet, and I had to wear 2 pairs of socks.
So what you're saying is you should get some winter
I
shoes.
need real winter shoes.
So I say. So
But they're not
I
fun.
say.
Ugh.
I don't know.
They're not fun like these.
I like my little Docs. I was stopping on the way here today because they really haven't cleared all the sidewalks.
And they're not going
or
to.
No.
between the sidewalk and the street, a lot of like rivers.
Yep.
Rivers and
And the
lakes
that you used to. Yeah, they don't.
So
yeah.
a bunch of people that I was like following behind were going like the opposite way, so they didn't have to go in the puddles. I'm making my way down because I have enough. I mean, I didn't have to hold my pant legs up like I was Cinderella,
Yeah.
so I didn't get snow on them. But
I mean, that's kind of why I wore these, because they are like 3 inches taller. So I do kind of soar above some of the snow.
Bro, you need a
no.
shoe. Your ankle is
This-
out,
that's a
bitch.
clog, babe.
That's crazy
not even
work,
a
Becca. That
real-
is mess.
Ain't no ankle support.
I
Becca.
know.
Becca,
and-
you got to put it on the business card. It's for, it's your business. It's a part of the business to have.
You should-
It
your
is to
ankles
come
covered.
here.
You should
Yeah.
It's
put it on the
true.
Christmas list.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Instead, Orlando got me. He got me those platform boat Timberlands.
I do like those.
Yeah, and they're
Those
really
are cute.
cute.
Yeah.
But
No.
and I did wear those a couple days because they were platforms, so they were a little taller on top of the snow.
I think I'm gonna get the platform Tims.
Mm.
I mean, I did try them on. They made my feet look like giant boats. But I don't know. I like the way they look.
I do think the platform
color.
Tims look better on smaller feet than the regular
Yes.
Tims.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, if I could wear these baggy ass Docs, I guess I could wear some. You know what? I'm gonna make my way down to Soho after the pod.
Look at that. Boom, bop,
Because
bop.
I can compare and contrast the size.
I love. I can. You know what? And you can get a second eye. I'll be with you because
Yeah.
I gotta go that way anyway. Because I gotta go to the sellers.
Walk this way.
Okay.
Love it.
Now, Becca, you've been doing this pod for how long?
This is
A
why,
long time, a year and a half,
A year and a half.
at least.
Okay.
This is why your mess needs to be good.
Yep.
This
Because
is
you've been
why-
sitting here for
I know,
everybody's
and
messes.
I gave you guys lots of options. I'm pulling up my options again. Wait,
just-
do you guys want general mess or do you want like very personal mess to me?
Becca, sweetie, honey.
Because I actually went and rewatched your greatest hits on YouTube last night
Yeah.
to make sure I was prepared
Okay.
as your producer.
Okay.
And I felt like it ranged from either very broad, general mess,
Mm-hmm.
or very, very personal mess.
Okay, how about this? How about you tell us what the broad is, and
Yeah.
then you tell us what the very specific is.
Yeah.
And then we will figure out
Yeah.
how to meet in the middle.
We will.
Okay, so I did Las Culturistas a couple weeks ago. It came out
Mess.
this week. And I did talk a lot about my Baptist college upbringing, and I forgot. I kind of like put a little bit of a a blinder for many years about that time in my life. And I was like,
Baptist.
that's kind of mess to be a brown girl going to a white private Baptist conservative college and all the
What's a
weird
Baptist
shit.
college? When I think Baptist, I think loud black church.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, except think evangelical white
Oh,
church.
no.
Scary. So that includes being in a white sorority, mess. Dating white men, mess. And really watching so many white sorority women deeply in the closet hooking up with one another. And then some of them have now come out, which is great. And then some of them you saw marry men and you were like, I saw what you were doing at the bar.
Oh,
Crazy.
okay.
So that is Texas Christian culture mess.
Okay.
And then personal mess is trying not to be homeless here in New York City. And then having a wiener dog that is evil, canonically. Which is kind of diving into my issue with getting an apartment in New York
Because
City.
you got a dog.
Okay, so
Because I got two.
You gotta let her go.
So let's talk. I think having a dog is mess.
Having a dog is mess. Having a dachshund is mess. And I love her, but she's evil.
What's up with the dachshunds?
They're loud. They are
Low to the ground.
stubborn. They fall in the snow because they're 2 inches from the
Well,
ground.
their legs are this long.
They're this long. She's just sinking in the snow. She doesn't want to be out there. Thank God she's grown out of spite peeing. She's no longer just peeing when she's angry, which I thought this winter was going to happen.
Spite.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, I got you out of whatever situation you was in, and now you gonna spite pee somewhere?
Yeah.
But cats spite pee too.
That's true.
And
That's
they
true.
have done it to you.
Yes, they have.
And they know where they're supposed to go, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I was...
They know better than anybody else.
Yeah, I was like, because at least for a while, I was like, okay, well, Cheetah's a puppy, you know, she's like, hopefully she'll grow out of this. And then she hit the 2-year mark, and I was like, she's not growing out of this. She is still, like, if I don't give her what she wants, she'll look at me, walk, and pee. But for
She looks at you while she's peeing.
Yes, and that's why I know it's spite pee, because I'm like,
you
and
still
I
have
both
this
know.
dog? That's crazy, girl.
I almost
would've-
brought her today. Thank God I didn't, because we ended up here at iHeart and not where we normally record at Podstream.
And you can have a dog here.
You can't have a dog here at iHeart.
She
But
also can't make it up the stairs.
no, and that's how I end up with like buying her a sweater that I can put her in, and like a bag and another bag. And I mean, she's only 14 pounds, but
Question: why did you get a dachshund?
okay, so this is my fault. This is my fault. I'll put that out there. I had loved them when I was young, and in Texas, dachshunds are kind of very popular. They're now popular it dog of New York, but they were always popular in Texas. A lot of people have dachshunds in
But
Texas.
this ain't Texas.
I thought people liked big dogs in Texas.
They honestly, a lot of Texans love rescue dogs. I feel like you could go to the pound and get a dog for $0. It's not like here where it's like applying for an apartment where you're like, okay, so I need you to have references and
You
I
gotta
need you to know.
from the pound?
Yes.
Girl.
It's like I paid
cats too.
$800 to get our second dog from a shelter.
But nobody wanted her. You should wait until they put her out with the trash.
Exactly, you'd think, but
They don't
no.
put them out with the trash, Marie. They kill them. They kill them.
Yeah, you should have been like, kill her, and then you walk away, and then the lady would be like, all right, come back and get the dog for 50% off.
You'd think.
They don't
but
do that.
In New York City, they're like, this isn't a college application to get this dog. It's crazy. But in Texas, they're like, here's a dog.
$800.
They're like, do you want 3 actually in Texas?
You could have got a sexy pair of pony hair boots for $800.
I know, and that's its own issue.
But those boots won't wake you up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go walk it.
And I like the boots more because of that.
And honestly, you can ask my boyfriend. He, to this day reminds me every day I made a mistake getting Chicha. And
Damn, your boyfriend said that?
Yeah,
He gotta go too. Every you got a clean house.
Well, how much did you get
Becca,
your
start
How much
over.
did you get your boyfriend for?
That's fair. That's fair. No, but I mean, I pushed to get the dog because at the time when we got the dog, I was like feeling really depressed, and he was like not living in New York at the time. He was like in DC kind of dealing with a thing. So I was like, I'm lonely. I want a dog. And that was me. That was me unstable. And he should have put his foot down, but he was being people pleasing. And he was like,
So
fine.
he got you a dog.
So he agreed that we could get the dog. So he pitched in to pay for the dog.
So you went half on a baby with
Yes.
with your man for this dog.
Yes.
Why not get a cat?
I'm allergic to cats and Sosie. So the dog was kind of the only option, but It's my fault that we got a dachshund. And
Why
that's
not get a naked cat? They don't have
They
hair.
actually are worse.
Really?
Yes, it's the oils on their skin.
Oh.
So I actually,
I heard they just leave little body shots.
Yes, they do.
Ew.
They're like little
Ugh.
stamps everywhere. And I
Where
do.
they sit, they leave their body shape.
Yeah. It's all the
Oh, they gotta
secretion.
go. Everybody's
It's the
gotta fucking
secretions.
go. The
Secretions.
secretions. Yes.
And that's what I would name my hairless cat.
Secretions.
Secretions. Secretions. Get your ass. Get off my laptop.
Here, secretions. Here.
Oh my God.
Come on, secretions.
But no, so it was my fault. I was like, I really want a dog. And I was kind of interested in adopting a dog. But then Orlando was like, I have so much trauma with like dog adoption. Like it needs to be like a real dog from like a litter. And I was like, okay, well then if that's the case, I want a dachshund. And that's on me. I should have done more research. I had a few
On
friends.
dachshunds?
Yes. I had a few friends that had dachshunds and they were all like, mine's super chill. Mine lets me leave the house. Mine doesn't bark.
Yeah, but the key word there is mine.
Mine
The
and
fact
also
that
boy. They all have boy dachshunds. And I did not take into account that it'd be very different to have a girl than a boy. I was like, pish posh, like they're the same.
So what's the tea?
The T is girl dachshunds are evil incarnate. And I say this with all the love in the world for my dog. I'm a good dog mom, but she is evil. She is so stubborn and reactive, and it's her way or the highway. She spite peas, not anymore.
Damn, she sounds
but
just like me.
She
I'll
is
start peeing on stuff that when I'm upset as well.
She is very like
Well,
territorial.
you're not spiteful.
Spite pee. I'm about to start peeing in 2026.
She doesn't let Orlando
Sydnee.
talk. And that's what she looks like.
I'm peeing right now.
She literally looks like that. And she, like, if you're on the phone for too long, she starts barking at you.
Yeah, get off the
Yeah,
phone.
she's like, why aren't you
But
paying
what's
attention
too
to me?
long?
Like 30 minutes.
That's too long.
Yeah.
You gotta get off.
Sydney,
But, like,
I know you not
I
talking
need-
right now.
Actually, can I borrow Chicha?
You can please take her. She gets mad if I'm gone. Like if I'm traveling for whatever reason and Orlando's with the dogs, she will like be rude to him. She'll be like extra reactive, extra annoying, extra mad because she's like, Mom's not home. Where's Mom?
That's so crazy because I'm not a dog person, but if I think about it, a dog that I would want is a little chocolate dachshund.
Yes.
A
And
little
so
chocolate
in my
dog.
head, I was like, she's so cute. She's portable. She's loyal as fuck. She's going to be, ride or die for you, which I do appreciate. And she's very protective. There have been a few moments, even though obviously she's like 10 pounds.
Yeah. What will she really do?
Well, she's really
She'll bite you
loud.
in the ankles.
She's really loud that people are like, I'm not fucking with her because that dog is loud as fuck. She is like, "Rah." It's not like Chihuahuas where you're like, all right. She is like, there have been times people have come to our door and been like, do you have like a big scary dog? And then it's like Chicho walking up being like, so.
Yeah, I feel like,
She's
but
real
that's
loud.
what I've always heard. The little dogs are the loudest.
Yeah.
They bark the most. Like a big dog will look at you and like keep it moving.
Yeah.
But like a Chihuahua or a Dachshund or a Yorkie.
Yeah. But her bark is like a big dog bark is what I'm saying. Like she has like a very like deep, like loud, angry big dog bark. And so people have like, I live on kind of a busy, sketchy block, and people have come up to me trying to bother me, and then Chicha will go off, and they do go like, "All right, that's actually
Trying
too much."
to bother you how?
Like harass me, touch me, like say weird shit to me.
Cat callers?
Yeah,
Nah,
and
that
I
touch
do.
is
I do
different.
live next to a homeless shelter,
Oh, again, that's you.
Yeah.
That.
Now
yeah.
let's talk.
and that's what I'm trying to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the housing situation.
It's rough.
Because when you're looking for an apartment, you got to look at the inside and the outside.
Yes,
The outside is very
You
important.
said
And
homeless
you know what?
shelter, say less.
This one is Orlando's fault because
No, it's still your fault. You let a man
I know.
in
man.
charge. Yeah.
Because to be fair, we were living in like a really weird housing situation before. We had this beautiful 2-bed, 2-bath in Bed-Stuy, but it was built during COVID, and I think it was like one of those like really poorly built buildings.
That's
And
all of the. That's so many
Well,
buildings happening right now.
Yeah, they had the masks on. They couldn't really see the nails that
Yeah.
they was
Yeah.
hitting.
They call them IKEA buildings right now.
It was an IKEA building, and the landlord was like super sketchy. He was like this ex-cop who definitely like he didn't live in the building, but he might as well have because he was there every day. And so he was like harassing me. He kept like reminding me of my dad, where I was like, why am I feeling like I have to like ask you permission to like fix my apartment? Like fix my apartment. I pay you money, fix the apartment. And he wouldn't. And so it got to a point where I got really, really sick before we moved out. and we broke our lease because I was getting like mold poisoning. We had a really bad mold problem.
You could sue.
And so I had told him multiple times, I was like, hey, like this mold looks kind of crazy in the bathroom. And he was just like, that's not supposed to be there, and then did nothing about it. And then I like emailed him a couple times, and it got to the point where it was like he was like making me feel bad for asking him about the mold problem. And then I woke up one day and I was really, really sick.
Was he
and
older?
Yeah. And I look in the corners of of our room, which the bathroom was, there was like an in-suite bathroom and then there was like a hallway bathroom. The in-suite bathroom is the one that had mold. Then I'm looking in the corner of our bedroom and there's mold in the corners of our bedroom. So I'm like, it's fully spreading and it's like in our bedroom, not just in the bathroom. It was green mold in the bedroom.
Like little dots?
Yeah, like in the corners, like behind the bed, like there was like mold.
You think you have mold, Marie?
Maybe. But are you feeling sick?
I mean, I've been very...
I feel you have been sick. Marie, we have to sue.
Since before my birthday.
Yes.
Okay.
Girl.
You should get tested for mold poisoning.
Damn.
Yeah. Because I got like this really bad bronchitis. And then when Orlando saw the mold in the bedroom, he was like, we're done. We're out of here. We're breaking our lease. Like, we're out of here. So we end up looking at this building that he had looked at before we started dating. And it's like this really cool studio loft. And like, that's fun in theory. It's not fun in practice.
Yeah.
And you know, we were so desperate to get out of this like bad housing situation. We were breaking our lease already. So we were like, fuck it, let's try the loft. Sure. It's really cool. We know there's not gonna be a mold issue. Like it's
Why? Because the ceilings are high?
no concrete.
Oh.
Yeah. And like yeah.
Do you guys pay for your own heat?
Yeah.
So it's cold.
It's cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so actually it's either
mold can't thrive in the coldness.
it's either really hot
Mold don't like cold.
or really cold. It's like whatever. But and it's like it was closer to the train, it was closer to our friends. So there was like a lot of pros, but the reality was, on the corner there is a homeless shelter.
I know exactly what you're talking about, girl.
Yeah.
It's on Atlantic.
Oh, that's busy. It's right on the corner.
Yeah.
Girl.
So, yeah. So obviously
Oh my God. Becca.
Sydney, you got
Tell Orlando.
Sorry, you are a trooper.
Yeah. And so we moved in and it was nice the first year.
Well, Orlando's listening, so go ahead and talk
I know.
to him, sis.
Love
Tell
you.
him we need to move.
No, but so like at the beginning it was fine. And then I think between both of our jobs being like semi-remote and then we got a second dog while we lived there because
Now, why did y'all do that?
this is Chicha's fault. Chicha couldn't be left alone. And then we're like, we're going to get evicted because Chicha's barking when we leave. So we ended up with a second dog, and that did solve the Chicha problem. But then it's like 4 bodies in this giant studio apartment because it is the size of a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, it's a big loft, but it's still one room, you know? It's still 4 people.
Open concept.
Open concept is a scam. Open
You gotta put
concept's
them walls
best.
up in your
You
heart
need
and in
walls.
your home.
You need put those walls
Say it
up in
again.
your heart and your
You
home.
need walls.
In your heart and in your home.
You
But
need
not
walls.
in this country and not in your heart, Marie.
That's true. Not in this country.
Put a wall around the Brooklyn that we like.
Yeah.
We need walls in
Around
the
New York.
rooms in the apartment.
Yes.
And so it just became too much. We got too much shit, too many people in this house. Like, there's no separation. We're getting in a fight and, like, I'm sitting in the bathroom just because that's the only room with a wall, you know? I'm like, ugh, I'm so annoyed with you. I guess I'll go sit on the toilet. Like, I don't know.
Or just be in the shower.
Yeah,
I'm take
be in the-
another shower.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
like,
this
okay,
sounds terrible.
I'm going to sit on the
does sound
couch and I
pretty
see
terrible.
you on the lofted bed over there. You know, it's just a lot.
And the bed is lofted, so you got to go up
yeah,
to the bed?
you got to take steps to go to the bed.
So it's like a bunk bed.
Is it
It
close
is.
to the
Well,
ceiling?
it's not like a bunk bed. It's
Okay.
not that close to the ceiling because the ceilings are like 15 feet.
Okay.
So yeah, so it feels.
Becca,
it-
you're doing kind of.
Well, so it
You're
feels.
doing all right.
It feels not okay. No, you know where I'm living.
Yeah, I do.
So am I doing all right?
That's why.
So
that's why I set up like
that's-
that. You need these high ceilings because
Because they're like, you're gonna go outside and
Yeah.
be scared. So
and not that we're scared of unhoused people.
that
it's just,
block.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even just that.
Yeah.
I would argue the unhoused people is like so not the issue.
Yeah.
Actually, it's that street. People are going 50, 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
When I first moved in, someone died. Like on the street, like they stumbled into the road and they got run over. And there were police and everything. You could see blood on the sidewalk. Yeah. And I looked.
This is when you moved in?
This was when I moved in.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
And I just kind of like forgot about it because I was like,
forget about it.
I was like, I can't keep
You're
dwelling
like,
on this.
I gotta move.
I have to move on.
I need a place to stay.
And
People die every day, B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then my boyfriend was like, I never forgot about that. And ever since then, I've been like, we gotta move. So we re-signed because we did enjoy the apartment. But then by this year 2, we're like, we can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, we are over it by year 2. So our lease is coming up and we're trying to apply for apartments. But it's a nightmare right now. Everyone's trying to run a fucking application scam. No one's actually greenlighting any apartments. Like, it's...
Well, I heard...
Sorry.
No, go.
I was going to say moving in New York is...
It's only
not
gotten
fun.
worse. It's only gotten worse since I moved here.
Yeah, and people move to New York every single day.
Every single day.
Somebody wrote in the comments one time, they're like, you guys are always moving. Yeah, because that's how New York is.
Yeah, you have to.
No, I'm not always moving. I've been in my apartment for 6 years.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
before that, I was in my apartment for 5
But now
years.
you're living in not a good apartment. We got to get you out.
No, I mean, my apartment is fine. I've outgrown it, and my landlord is, she dead to me now.
Yeah.
Like, it's time.
And
Yeah.
you could have mold.
And you could have mold.
I could have mold.
Which is really serious and not something these landlords don't want to take any serious.
Call
Because
311. You've never called the 311 on these people?
I
That man, the mold man?
I should have called, but he's an ex-cop.
So
I feel like
311
he's
is-
got like his hands grubby in places.
Yeah.
And at that in that building where I was living, we lived on the corner of a police station. So I feel like he was
Yeah.
Yeah, but 311 is not the cops.
I
It's
feel like they're
it's
all
a-
in cahoots.
It's a beige
Yeah.
man.
It's New York City, babe. They're all in
911,
cahoots.
311, 411. They all got 111s in there, so you know that they.
And this was like
7-Eleven.
this was Eric Adams' administration. Like, they weren't giving a fuck about us, you know?
Girl, do you know how many times I've called 311 on my landlord?
I know.
And I'll do it again.
Damn.
Matter of
I
fact,
think I'm gonna start calling 311 on my landlord
when I
too.
move out, I'm going to call it every Monday is going to be
Yeah.
311 day. Just cause.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that too.
Luckily, this building hasn't been an issue in that way. We're just like, we can't live here. And we can't live like this. We can't live in this no walls,
So-
2 dogs, 2 people home.
So now you're trying to move with 2 dogs.
Yeah.
What's the application fee going to look like for that?
Yeah.
Well, the application fee is the same. It's just been kind of like a racket because a lot of people, what I'm learning is they're taking all these applications saying, no, you'll get the apartment, you'll get the apartment, you'll get the apartment, so they can take in as many fees as they want, and then they decline everybody and they just pick the highest bidder. They're not doing first come first serve anymore. It's the highest bidder. So it's like, if I'm not willing to get scammed like that, like I'm paying the application fee, but I'm not willing to be like, well, this person said they would pay $4,000 for the apartment. Actually, I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not negotiating for the rent of an apartment.
Hey, white people who move to New York City.
Please stop.
Stop.
Please.
Why
Stop.
are you looking for apartments in Bed-Stuy? Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Bed-Stuy, Bushwick, Flatbush.
Like,
You
why
have
am
to
I fighting them?
either stop moving to New York or when you get here, stop paying what they telling you to pay.
Do
Yeah.
not pay. Do not pay.
Oh, my
Because the
God.
tea is, you want to be in the city.
Yeah.
You want to be in Sex in the City, but you can't afford that Sex. You don't want to pay $6,000 there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pay $4,000 in Flatbush?
We
Make
went
it
to an
make sense.
apartment viewing
Make
for
it make sense.
this one in Bed-Stuy. It was this beautiful 2-bed, 1-bath, but it was like huge. It was like a full floor of a brownstone. It was at $2,800, which I was like,
Oh, my God.
steal.
Oh.
Girl,
Applying
send me the
right
link.
now. Well, they took it off the market because too many white people came through and they were like, some of them literally, I heard them be like, oh my God, I used to live here. I just moved back from LA and I used to live in the city. And I'm like, why are you in Bed-Stuy? Like, you used to live in the city. Why would you be in Bed-Stuy?
Because
They can't afford
And so then they
it.
took it off the market because they saw they could raise the rent to $3,500. So I applied and they were like, you're approved. And then they even emailed my boss because to verify my
employment.
my employment. And my boss was like, approved. Yep, she works here, whatever. And then they emailed me back being like, oh no, we're going to give it to somebody else who's willing to pay more.
well, sometimes you know what? Let's make it a little bit more clear. Sometimes it's not just white people; it's
No.
people with money,
No.
mad money,
Yeah.
like people who are paying cash. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you don't even run my car. I got cash money, honey."
Yeah.
And it's the same like if you wanted to buy a home.
Yeah.
Anybody who's got the actual liquid,
Yeah.
they're gonna take them over anybody.
Exactly.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
And I keep being told I'm a perfect applicant. And I'm like, okay, then why can't I get an apartment?
You're a perfect applicant, but you got 2 dogs, and what's your credit look like?
My credit looks great. My credit is 750.
Woo!
Yeah.
Brag. Okay, brag.
That's why I'm like, give me an apartment.
Okay,
Like, why is it so hard?
On a count of 3, everybody scream their credit score. 1, 2, 3. Sydney, I didn't hear you say yours. You gonna head out?
Everybody in the room, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna ask the water container. What's Sydney's credit score?
412. And I have a great guarantor. Shout out to my dad. Like, you know, like he's got great credit and he owns a home in Texas.
The thermos said your credit score 412.
It's not. Credit Karma just like, you're on a roll. Your credit's going up. You keep paying everything on time. Thank you for paying.
Fuck Credit Karma. Anyway, so your dad is your guarantor.
And my dad's my guarantor, so I'm like, why is this so hard? But it's like I'm losing to people who have like liquid way more money than me, you know?
And
the reality is I don't have liquid a lot of money.
And it's probably people who are like, I'll pay the first 4 months up front.
Which is illegal. Illegally, they're not supposed to do that.
Sure, but if
anything happens to that building, what if the building burned down?
Yeah.
How they gonna get that money back? Hey man,
And
you gave 4 months up top. Hey, that money gone.
And these realtors are trying to be like, no broker's fee, you're so lucky. And I'm like, no, that's the law, bitch. Like, don't act like you're doing me a favor by showing me an apartment with no, that's the law. Yeah. That's the law now.
Well, they're in cahoots though with
exactly.
They're in cahoots with them now because now the building or whoever the landlord has to pay these brokers.
Yeah.
So trust me.
No,
they're working hand in hand. It's all dirty work.
Yeah. So
everybody's finding a way to get paid.
Except me. I guess I gotta walk under a scaffolding or something. I gotta slip and trip in front of a hospital.
Orlando says that every day.
Office.
He's like, if I could just get in front of that Amazon truck. And I'm like, don't wish that on us. Don't wish that on us.
I want you to know, somebody that I know, wife had a scaffolding fell in front of her. She did win a bag, but it took a long time.
It takes a long time. Which he should know better than anybody. It's gonna take a while.
She was in that bed for a long time. That man cheated on her. Yes.
Men ain't shit. Men ain't shit.
Did she try sliding her neck brace to the side?
Marie.
Marie.
Okay, as your producer, I'm on top of things. But today, the studios were not on my side.
Mm-hmm.
I booked one. They confirmed the booking, but they did not confirm it on their end because I have written receipts saying you are confirmed Wednesday, 2:30 to 4 or 6:30. I was like, bet, great, show up. They look at me crazy, like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, check your email. You said we are booked.
Mm-hmm.
I was also physically here with you guys last week booking the studio.
I do remember that, yes.
And they said it out loud. And so...
But they were just in talking
today.
I
know. And so then I had to reschedule us back here. And luckily we were able to do it, but now we don't have an engineer.
Yeah.
We don't know if this is the video.
So we're praying this all comes out. And if it does...
It's going to come out. Don't worry.
You know?
Don't worry.
And we have a great editor. Shout out to Orlando. That's going to get it all. He's going to get us
Orlando,
right.
you're the best, baby.
You're the best.
So, you're the best, papa.
No,
but sometimes recording's mess.
Recording's mess. But, which is a good question, you are going to have your own podcast. You know podcasts are mess. So what's up with you? Why did you want to start a pod?
That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a mess. If anything I've learned, recording and booking your own show is its own mess. But it's a podcast about Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican. And I made a show that I wanted to make for myself as someone who grew up in such white spaces and had no Puerto Rican community. So I just was like, selfishly, I built a platform. I built connections. I love what I do. So I was like, I'm going to start interviewing really dope Puerto Ricans doing really amazing shit who are uplifting the community. And it's been really exciting and really fun.
Now, when you going to have Mark Anthony on?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'm working on it.
You was talking a lot, big talk for him.
You know what?
Not too much on my man, Mark Anthony.
If you are in the Puerto Rican community, you know he means so much to the community.
Is he Puerto Rican?
Yes, babe.
Is J-Lo also Puerto Rican?
Yes. Yeah, but we don't need to talk about her.
Well, I mean,
well, you're going to have her on your podcast.
Weren't they married?
Yes, they were. You know, and this is my own chisme corner. I think
machisme means like gossip, like
chisme, not machisme.
Oh, okay.
Chisme.
Machisme
is like closer to machismo, which is misogyny.
Misogyny.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
wrong.
Chisme,
okay,
gossip.
Okay.
Chisme.
But
Girl, I
my
got chisme.
Chisme.
yeah, you got chisme? Yeah.
Girl, I got chisme.
Okay, you got chisme.
Okay. Dame chisme.
Yes, there you go. Dame chisme.
Okay. I gotta see minus in Spanish. You're
There
welcome.
you go. My conspiracy theory is that J-Lo only got with Mark Anthony so her kids could be fully Puerto Rican. Because she's been with many men.
Many men.
Mark
Many.
And to be fair, Mark Anthony is, a flagrant Puerto Rican man. He'd be with lots of women. He'd be cheating. He'd be married to every Miss Universe. Yeah, he's married multiple Miss Universes.
Oh.
He loves a woman 30 years younger than him. But he has many kids. But
You want him on your podcast?
He's an icon in the community.
Okay.
But
In the slutty community.
and well,
Almost did he say slutty?
to be, I actually don't know. My Spanish is not great.
Oh, that's some chisme for y'all.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Girl, that's
Your
your
Spanish
match.
is not that good.
Okay, so the mess is that
El barrio.
Yeah.
my
Basura.
my mom is a native speaker. She's
Okay.
from Puerto Rico.
Is she gonna be in the podcast?
Yes, actually,
Okay.
the first episode.
Okay.
But my dad, who is also Puerto Rican, but he grew up in LA in a time where it was like fairly dangerous to be Latino in LA in the 60s and 70s.
Like-
There's a lot of
like
race
now.
riots and like now. And so he was never proud to speak Spanish, never proud to be Puerto Rican. So they had like very different upbringings. And so when they came to raise my brother and I, and we then were living in Texas, a very racist place, they were kind of like, well, it's not going to help them to know Spanish right now because they're going to already I was already being put in ESL classes and I spoke no Spanish because of they were like, you look like you speak Spanish. You got to go in the ESL class. And then,
The ESL actually hurt you.
yeah, like my mom had to literally go, she doesn't speak Spanish. Take her out of that class.
I loved ESL, okay? Let me tell you something. I was in that class living
You're
my
like-
best black life.
Yeah, because they don't care about you. there.
Haitian
They're just
as
having
hell,
fun.
watching Free Willy in English. Just hold me. Like, I want a whale. I want a whale to jump over me. So how did your father, who didn't want to speak no Spanish, link up with your mother, who is born and raised in Puerto Rico?
So they met in Texas when they were pretty young. My mom ended up in Texas by way of like my grandfather's job took him to Texas. He used to work for
Good
Pan
job.
Am.
Good job.
And
You for what?
Pan Am,
Pan
so it wasn't good because they were basically shutting everything down for Pan Am. So basically, he knew someone from Pan Am who got him a job in Texas. So he took his whole family, was like, we're moving to Texas. At this point, they had already moved to Sacramento, and so it wasn't like Puerto Rico to Texas, but it was like Puerto Rico to San Francisco to Texas. And my dad ended up in Texas because his parents were like, we're running away from your sister. Long story.
Oh.
We're moving to Texas, and you're
That
helping.
sounds like more
That's
mess.
the mess that you should have came with.
There's more
Yeah.
mess there.
Run
And
away
so-
from your sister.
Yeah, she was a lot. She was doing drugs. She was
Oh.
having babies.
My
She
sister
was,
too.
She's
yeah.
having babies.
My mother
So-
didn't run away. She just sent me off. So
Yeah,
you're-
so they
She ran and you away.
well, so they started by sending her away, and then that didn't work. So they were like, "Well, we're
She's
just
like,
gonna run
"I'm
away
back."
from you." So
Yeah.
they ran away from her, and they made my dad. They're like, "You're helping us move," and my dad was like, "I fucking don't want to do that," but he did. And so then they meet at this party where all the Puerto Ricans in Houston knew each other. They're like, "Okay, small community, Christmas party, whatever." And so then they linked up.
Oh, okay.
And then they both were like, we hate this place. Do you want to get married and go to California? And then they did that.
I love everything that I'm getting from you today because it's a little something for the immigrants. It's a little something for the Texans. It's something for the dog people, but also for the single people. You gotta go. You gotta find your community.
Yeah.
You gotta go to that party.
Yeah,
gotta go to
you
that
do
party.
got to go to the party.
It's Thursday when you listening to this right now. Tomorrow is a party that you said you wasn't gonna go to. You gotta go to
gotta
that
go to the
party.
Yeah, and you make your community by what? Things that y'all both hate in common. And that is what we learned here today.
You bond
No?
through hate.
Hate
Yeah.
brings love.
Love.
hate
It
brings
does.
love.
Hate brings
They're
love.
the mirror of one another.
Hate brings love.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, they hated Texas and they were like, let's bounce. And so they moved to California. They lived in California for like a decade. And they had my brother and I in California. And then they were like, we're too poor to live here. So then they came back because my grandparents were still in Texas. So they were like, our parents are there. They can help with childcare. It's cheaper.
That's the way to do it, honestly.
So-
Like if your mother or his mother is not around to help with your new child, then you gonna have to do it by yourself.
Yeah,
or
that's
tell your
hard.
friends, and your friends are probably gonna drop your baby. So
Yeah, but That's the problem now. Like, that's what the new generation of, like, moms and grandparents, they're like, nah, y'all need to take care of your kids. We've been taking care of kids forever.
I do feel like that's, like, some white shit, though, no?
No.
What's white shit?
No.
Taking care of your kids?
No. I feel like the white
grandma, the baby.
grandparents are like, nah, I'm not helping.
The white grandparents? Yeah, because they're trying to go on a cruise to Alaska. I just feel like after Carolina had her baby, seeing how much of a support system she has, if I can't do it like that, then I don't want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, same.
Which is like, I guess that means I can never leave New York. Because that's where my mom is.
But for me, though, I do have a little bit of, like, issue with that, because then it's like, if I don't have these people, then how do I do any of it? And it's like,
you got to pay people. You got to pay people. Nannies to sleep at the house.
But also, people are doing it on their own.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but it's hard.
I
don't want to do that
when
either.
When I see people struggling to get their toddler and their newborn on and off the train with the...
I don't want to do that
I'm not
either.
taking the train. I'm not carrying my stroller up and down.
No, that is something I get stressed about when I look at it. If
the baby
I see somebody doing it, I'm like,
if the baby don't
thank
fit
God
right
it ain't
here,
me right now.
If the baby don't fit right here, she can't come with us.
Yeah, I feel y'all on that, but there's so many people who are like, that wasn't my story. That was not my mom's story, my sister's story. And so
100%.
obviously I don't want that for me.
Yeah.
And that's why my legs are closed to married men.
There you go.
And I'm only dealing with women now. But no, I'm kidding.
And yet, we learned a lot about that.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, though, it's like you do want to have a little bit of independence and not, because I do see some of these moms or even the dads, they're having a breakdown in the airport because they're like, I'm by myself. I don't know how to put the stroller together. It's like, wait, you've never done this ever?
Yeah.
This is not the day to learn.
I do feel like
you gotta have training sessions in the house.
Put the baby in the suitcase and roll it away.
Put it on top. No, that's been my biggest fear with having children in general, where it's like, I think growing up in Texas, you're kind of just groomed to be like a mom. Like, I was babysitting at like 8. Like, I was like taking care of 4 children of like my dad's coworker
at 8?
At like 12. Like they were like, yeah, we'll pay you $20 an hour to watch our 4 children by ourselves. Like, what the? Like, as an adult, I'm like, I can't believe any adult thought that was, like, appropriate or okay.
Girl, but you were racking up. Where's your savings at?
Babysitter's Club.
You know, I had to spend it to move to New York.
Okay. Is that the story that you're giving us now?
Okay.
She bought them dogs.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I did buy those dogs. But, no, because, like, I moved from college to Portland, and I did use all my savings to do that because I was like, I got to get out of here.
Why did you go to Portland?
That's where my job was.
Okay.
I got a job right out of college, and it was in Portland, Oregon. But I was like, anywhere. I was like, get me out of here. Whatever's going to get me out of here. And I did use all my savings to do that. I was
mean,
like,
it is also important to travel. Like, I know we're talking kind of like people who have money. We talk from a place of privilege right now.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to travel.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave the country, but leave the county that you're from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's important to meet different people.
New people,
different
people.
So you could have other perspectives because, if you're only in your homogenous community, then you only think about those people and what they're capable of.
Yeah.
And if the ceiling is literally just, that Hyundai or whatever, then that's it. The Hyundai with the family in the back. You're like, well, I guess I just got to get married and have kids and be in a house.
Which is like
everyone
I grew up with was very much that. I remember even being in college and I would like go to doctors, whatever. And they'd ask, oh, what are your post-grad plans? And I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Obviously nicer than that. But I was basically like, I'm not trying to be here. And they're like, well, you could why would you want to leave? Like, why don't you just stay? You could always travel. But I'm like, they say it like your version of travel and my version of travel are different. You're just saying go to a resort in the Bahamas. Like, you're not actually trying to explore anything because that's why you don't want me to leave. Because you're like, why would you leave Texas?
You got to get out.
And I'm like, nah,
but
I gotta get out of here.
why would you leave people? Those not your people.
No, and
those
that's why
not your people. You gotta go.
I had to go, and it was the best decision I ever made.
And the people who are listening to us, that you've been in your city, whatever, for many decades, get out. This is the
Get
time.
out
right now. You and me. Yeah, it's time to explore because life is short.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's really about the perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
when I went to college in Worcester, Massachusetts, I met a lot of people who were, like, from Nantucket and whatnot. Yo,
Okay.
they didn't even know that, like,
Okay.
yeah, what I'm saying, I'm telling you, these little Nantucket nectars, whatever,
Yeah.
like, they didn't know the difference between a Dominican, a
No.
Puerto Rican, a Mexican, and a Venezuelan.
I mean, that was my
Hey,
whole
baby,
life.
they're not all in the same place.
My whole experience growing up was immediately someone going, "You're half black and what?" That's like the first thing people would say to me. They meet me and they go, "So you're half black and what?" And then I would be like, "Well, I'm Puerto Rican," and they'd be like, "So black?" And I'd be like, "Yes, but like, I am Latina," and they're like, "No, you're too black to be Latina," and I'm like,
You're too black to be Latina.
Yeah.
That sounds like something that the Latinas be saying to the Latinas.
and that is a
It's
lot of what
also
I
mess. That's
experienced.
also mess.
So, and then like it'd be like white boys talking to me or not wanting to talk to me because they're like, "You're black, so I find you ugly because you're black." And then I'd be like, "Well, I'm Latina." And then they're like, "Ooh, spicy." And I'm like, "Well, I don't really want to talk to you anyway because you thought I was ugly literally because you thought I was black. But now that you think I'm Latina, you think I'm hot. So it really wasn't about the way I looked. It's about that you're racist."
And do you understand the people who are like, it's not always about race? Yes,
It
fucking
is.
is.
It always
yes, it is.
is.
It literally simply is all that.
Yeah.
Like you'll be like minding your damn business, la 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 la, trying to be a kid, trying to live, have fun, and then some bully or some kid who's
Call you
like,
poodle head.
yeah, who's drinking Mountain Dew for breakfast.
Yep.
It's like, oh, you're ugly because you're black.
Yeah, and I'm like,
And
huh?
you're like, well, I'm not even not black per se,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, I'm in the mix of black.
Yeah.
But now it sounds like you're not even trying to be connected to black because you're like, well, I'm not black.
Yeah,
You
you're
know,
like, well, now you're making me feel weird about it. So I don't know how
Becca,
to
you was
respond.
hitting them with the I know black?
no.
I know black.
No, don't do that to me.
No.
Don't do that to me. No, I'm not Dominicana.
Nah, right.
I'm not that. No.
But also the mess of like the Dominican, the not wanting to be black, or whatever.
Yeah, the
It's-
Caribbean.
Yeah, well, it's the white supremacy.
It's
and the
racism.
racism.
It's like us watching the way that white people treat black people and then being like, well, fuck, what do we do? Because we don't want to be also othered. And it's just like a mix of people just like having to unlearn racism,
Yes.
internalized racism,
Yeah.
which is like something I even deal with my own
Internalized.
family and like things like
Ooh.
that.
No, your family's
know?
like that too?
Not my parents,
Okay.
but
They off the hook.
they are off the hook.
Okay.
I was like,
You'll save them.
I was like-
not my parents.
I was like, my parents are off the hook. They
Yeah.
are good people. I
Okay.
mean, my dad, maybe not off the hook. But
Oh,
that's like, we've
throw
had...
the man under the bus. Okay, got
Latinos
it.
for Trump?
No.
No, I will say my parents have always been very much anti-Trump. They're very like supportive of all that. But my dad and I have had really tough conversations about like internalized racism where I'm like, does it bother you that I identify as black, as Afro-Latina? And he'll be like, but you're not. And I'm like, do
I
you
need to see a picture of your parents.
here?
Well, we met her mom.
You did meet my
Right.
mom.
But I still want to see them together because they together came
Yes.
and did this.
Yes.
Yes.
And your
And my
mom,
dad is very white.
but your mom is light.
Yes, and my dad is lighter, which is why it is weird.
Is it her
Where's
grandma?
the hair coming from?
It is from my dad or my mom's side, but like my grandparents.
I was going to say, I was like, your grandma? Grandma?
Yeah.
Usually
Here, let's see.
Because I was like, do we need to do a 23andMe? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
So, like, my dad has like jet black but straight hair. You know, he's got definitely like all my whole dad's side is like very white passing. Like, he's got cousins with like blue eyes, but also that's the Puerto Rican diaspora. Like, everyone, my mom told me growing up, she's like, Puerto Ricans come in all shapes, sizes, and colors.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I always kind of was like, well, Puerto Ricans are whatever, they're everything.
Yeah.
But it did become very complicated growing up in Texas because people look at you and then like they would say like odd shit. Like, my mom would be at places and they'd ask her point blank, is Ray really Becca's dad? Because she's just so black in comparison to my brother.
Saying so black is crazy.
that hurt.
crazy.
That was hurtful, and I'm hearing
Yeah.
that right now.
And so, and then it's so,
I'm so black.
yeah.
I'm the blackest.
I'm so black.
And it's like, and then it's like, what is my mom? She's standing like this. Like, she's like, what is she supposed to do with that information? It's like, you're just feeling comfortable enough to say that to her as she's holding her two babies.
Is this really her dad? Well, I have my god sister was married to this guy. I think I don't know if he's full white or he's half white or whatever, but her daughter was very, very light.
Yeah.
And she would go pick up her daughter from school, and people would just assume she was the nanny.
Yes.
They would call her, they'd be like, when is the mother going to come get her kid? This is my kid.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, okay, so we adopted. And it was like, this is my child. Arguing with somebody about your child is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Okay, but there is a documentary where this girl grew up thinking that she was like, white Jewish girl, but because everybody, the whole family was, right? And so she went to school until it was time to go to college, where I think finally they were like, oh, I think there was like a B. I think she went to a regular school, but she wanted to get into like the BSU or whatever like that, because she had speculations that she was black, and she sent them their picture, and they were like, yeah, you good, because they just on the paper you look black as hell, and then she came to find out later that her mother had an affair on her father with the guy who kept coming by all the time. He was a black man, and he had mad children. And then they went to the funeral, and it was mad different women coming like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, not saying that's your situation.
No. Well,
or
so she thought she was white and Jewish the whole time, but
her whole family is white and Jewish.
Yes, but then, because look at the pictures, but then they try to show it. They were like, oh, well, this, your great-grandfather is from Sicily.
Oh, and then they'd be like that.
They showed a black and white photo. They showed a black and white photo, and it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I see it. But then, her hair was so different.
Yeah.
It was so
curly.
so curly, so tight.
White folks love
and they're like, but
you're
Jewish.
Card.
Yeah, and then they were
that Sicily card.
She had a bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
She had all of that, and so this is the she was in a community but all the kids would be like, they would take pictures, and she is clearly she looks different.
That is crazy.
So, but sometimes it's like, this is uncalled for. This is fucked up. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
But then there's other times where it's like, let's pull out more. You are not the father. Like, there is that situation too.
Well, and it was crazy though, because like my brother and I are only a year and a half apart. So it's like my mom would have had to like cheat on my dad 8 months postpartum when she probably wasn't even supposed to be doing nothing, So it's like,
but I saw your mom. She a fly ting.
She
a fly ting.
She was back then too.
Oh yeah,
baddie
She's
behavior.
just like, no. She is.
But my mom would
the nails and everything is giving. She a baddie. She knows she a 10.
She is a baddie.
10. Yeah.
But now she's in the gym. Now she's really hitting it. Yeah, she's doing her little Ozempic.
I love that.
She's
yeah.
So she's on her baddie card right now. She said 60's not gonna do nothing to me.
Your dad not scared?
He should be.
He should be. He should be worried.
He
should be worried. But this is great that you're bringing this up. This is why it's important that you have this podcast, because I mean, there's so many layers to it.
There's so many layers. And I get into a lot of that in the first episode. I have like a really candid conversation with my mom about the fact that I don't speak Spanish, about all the colorism I experienced. I tell this really crazy story how when I was a freshman in high school, I went on a cruise with my Girl Scout troop because I was in Girl Scouts.
High school and cruises just don't go. It's
and Girl Scout.
Yes,
that's 3 things.
They're always selling cookies. How they have money for a cruise?
We raised.
That's how they paid for the cruise.
No, that is actually how we paid for the cruise. We saved so much money, like as a troop for 3 years. We saved up to like take this cruise, but we only had enough money to pay for the moms and not the. Or not the moms. We only had enough money to pay for the daughters, not the moms. So the moms had to pay their own way, but we were poor. So my mom was like, since you're free, you can go, but I can't go. I can't afford to go. So they had to assign one of these white moms, because it was a primarily white Girl Scout troop, as one of my guardians, because I was underage. And they assigned me, and we go to Cozumel. It's like one of those carnival cruises. Like probably think cheapest cruise you can go on. And, we go to Cozumel, whatever. You're doing the excursion, and we're coming back on the boat. And I don't know if it's Border Patrol or whatever it is, to security to get on the boat, wouldn't let me on because they didn't believe I was a U.S. citizen. They thought these white people were smuggling me from Mexico to be on this boat.
Ileana Gonzalez.
Yeah, it was.
Ileana Gonzalez. Sorry,
yes.
my bad.
Yes.
My throat is dry. I need more water.
How could your throat possibly be dry?
But
I wish we could zoom
literally,
in on this thing. Her throat is dry?
Heavy.
The tongue is dry.
You got a thick tongue, sis. LOL.
But yeah, no, they almost didn't let me back on the boat because they were like.
So how did they?
Well, they literally had to call my mom and call and have the woman who was like my guardian argue with this agent to be like, she is like a tenant of this cruise. Like, you have to let her on. And then finally, after like an hour,
They didn't show you a passport or nothing?
I had a passport card because my parents were being a little cheap. And they were like, well, it's cheaper to get a passport card than a passport.
And that don't work everywhere.
It works on a boat. That's why they did it.
Yeah.
So specifically, passport cards only work on boat and or road travel. And so they were like, well, it's cheaper to get the passport card, so we're just going to get you a passport card. But we had all the documentation, like all the proper
You
work.
didn't have the sash on? You didn't?
I am U.S. citizen.
Oh, the Girl Scout sash.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't crumble no cookies and throw them
like,
Yeah, why y'all didn't have a hat on or none of that? The colors?
No, it was vacation. We were just a little troop of
That
girlies.
should have been over your bathing suit.
And y'all should have been selling cookies on the
boat.
cruise.
I should have been making more money.
You should have always been on duty.
Always
and
be
not
selling.
off.
Always be
selling.
selling.
Always be selling.
ABS.
Yeah. But no, they finally let me back on. But it was like a trauma. I remember being like very like, that was like my first real bout of like very externalized racism. I had obviously many moments of children touching my hair and calling me poodle head and like lots of other things. But yeah, telling me my voice was too white or whatever.
No, I think you have a good voice. I think
Great
you have
voice,
a
yeah.
good
Thank you,
speaking
queens.
voice.
It does. A very great speaking
But,
voice. And
yeah.
you don't stutter or stumble. Or,
Thank
you're not
you.
getting,
Yeah, you don't be saying.
Yeah, Elian.
Elian Golala.
Well, if you ask my boyfriend, he's like, you be stumbling all the time because I'm dyslexic as fuck.
Oh,
But
okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't find out until semi-recently. Like
That
the
you're
past...
dyslexic?
Yeah.
You took
didn't
a
know you
class?
couldn't spell?
No,
So-
not a class, but you took a test?
I did. Yeah.
Give me the test.
Yeah, I will send you the info.
Send me the test.
Yeah. Because,
Oh my God.
And then I talked to a psychiatrist about it, and then they were like, yeah, girl. And
Yeah,
I
but they're
was
going
like,
to charge you for it.
Yeah, but I was already getting tested for other
Sydney only
stuff.
wants to test if it's free.
I took a free test online, and they were like, yeah, girl, you are dyslexic. And then I like took it to a psychiatrist. But yeah, like I've accepted I'm dyslexic because I will read things, and it's like, that's clearly not what it said. And my boyfriend will be like, and that's what happened. We were like on a bus, and I was like reading these directions, and I was like, oh, it's this street. And he's like, that's not what that says. And I was like, no, that's what it says. And he's like, there's no R in there.
Is there pills for dyslexia?
No, girl. It's just...
So you just got it.
Dyslexia pills?
No, because I was like, what can I do to fix
Yeah,
this?
I was like, if I could
And
take
they're
some pills.
basically just like, sucks.
Read.
Yeah. They're like, deal with it. They're like, they're like, just accept that this is a challenge you have.
I read it. It's a challenge to read because I'm seeing things flipped.
Yeah.
So they said the more you do it, the easier it gets to read.
Well, I think that's actually the thing with dyslexia is that they're like, there doesn't matter how much you read, it's just gonna be hard. You're just gonna have to accept
slower, babe.
that basically. They're like, read slower, audiobooks, you know?
Audiobooks is not reading.
I know.
We got to see the words.
I
You got to
know.
see the words.
But then it takes me
Like-
forever to read. So I was anti-audiobook until I did Rita Moreno's book a couple days ago. And I was like, okay, this was actually fun to listen.
Well, we started a book club amongst our friends, and so you actually have to pick the next book, friend.
I do. I picked it. I have to order it.
Is that it?
No, this is the book Sydney picked.
Oh.
The War of Art.
That's
Okay.
also my mess. That you could have said that was our mess. The mess
That you have to read The War of Art.
It says, it's a self-help book, and I was like, that feels
Break
like
through the blocks and win your inner creative battles.
You might as well do The Artist's Way.
I have that as well, and I haven't finished that.
Yeah.
Ooh, and I felt like this was easy. I was like, oh,
You're
I
like,
wouldn't
this gotta
try
be
this.
easier
I was
than
like,
The Artist's
this is better
Way.
than The Artist's Way.
The Artist's Way is hard.
I haven't finished this, but that's why I carried it so I could.
You were like, I'm going to read this on the train.
Because it fits in my bag so beautifully. I feel like we gotta go. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
how
should.
long-
No, we have
We
to
should
go.
probably wrap this up.
Becca,
Yeah.
it's it's always a pleasure. You producer, now host /
I'll still be here for you guys.
Yeah, oh, and that's what I was going to ask.
You're
for
like,
this.
I have to make sure that your podcast isn't taking away from your channel.
Is this
Yeah,
going
when
to
did you
mess
record?
with mess?
No,
Yeah.
I will be here. I'm still ride or die for y'all. I will always be your producer.
Okay, bonus question.
So,
what's the messiest thing about us?
Marie's always late.
Oh.
I said us, not Marie.
No, that's me. What's Sydney's mess?
No, I said
Ooh.
us.
No, 'cause
You know, okay, fine. Fine.
She already did me. She gotta do you now.
It's hard to put you guys together because you're different people, first of all.
But
But
we work as a.
you do work.
No.
You do work as a
Said
team.
Marie is always late,
But
which is true.
Marie is always late.
Yes.
And then yours is you can't make a decision with the clip sometimes.
Well, I'm an air sign. The
I
fuck?
know. I'm just saying. You asked. I gave you an answer.
I'll take that.
So, because
I'm talking about that, man.
sometimes we'll make the decisions and then you'll be like, but wait, was it right? And it's like, girl, we got to move on. We made the decision. We got to go.
Okay.
And the clips are always good. So,
They are always good.
you got to be more confident in your decision in the clip. That's with love.
Mess.
That's also bad. What's wrong with you?
Tell us.
Spite.
I am defensive.
Throwing
Yeah,
things out of
I was
spite.
like, I gave you a pro con pro. I did a little compliment sandwich, and then I still got shot.
Becca, tell us the name of your podcast and where people can hear it.
It's Welcome to a Barrio. It is on anywhere you get your podcast. It is a Michael Tuda iHeart podcast. Yeah. Welcome to a Barrio. You can follow us on Welcome to a Barrio on Instagram. And if you have any of your own Puerto Rican identity stories, your own chisme, any recommendations, anybody you want to be on the show, email us at welcometoabarrio@gmail.com.
And send us your chismemes.
Yes. And don't forget to send your mess.
Cheese mess.
messthepod@gmail.com.
Cheese mess. Thank you. Love you guys.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.